and
Teal.
You know what it is, man. You're locked into Third and Teal where they keep it real. And if you don't know, you're going to learn today. Third and Teal, baby, and I'm out. Let's go.
Third and Teal. Actually, I have some news to talk about this time, unlike all the other times. Got my boys with me, Eric and Trevor, as always. Eric, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful. Ready to talk some Jags football.
I got you. After a good night of bowling from what you told me earlier, so that's good to hear. Heck yeah, Trevor. Trevor, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. We're not at work. We at home, and there's football shit to talk about. We good.
Yes, there is. We may have somebody else joining us. We'll see. He's a little late, but that's all right. That's normal. And we got some stuff to talk about. We got a game coming up. Some things happened, since the last game. Some things didn't happen that we maybe wanted to happen, but we were too cheap to do because that was the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Which one y'all want to start on? What we want to talk about first? We want to talk about what we did or didn't do.
Yeah,
I'm beating around the bush a little bit, but Jacoby Myers is in Jacksonville.
There you go.
Some people who don't understand how positional value works said that we paid a king's ransom to the Raiders for him. It was a 4th and a 6th. Relax. Now if it was a 3rd and a 5th or like a 2nd and a 6th, okay, yeah, okay, I got you. But we really didn't pay much for him, especially since he's considered a number 1 wide receiver. He's very underrated, I would say, and I was saying that before he came to Jacksonville. I'm not just jumping on the underrated train because he's in Jacksonville now. Man, I think it's a great addition. I'm excited for it, and I think he brings that veteran presence that we don't really have on the squad right now. Besides, we got Tim Patrick, but Tim Patrick's kind of he's a 3-4 kind of guy. You get a veteran 3-4 in there. He's got some good advice, but like Jacoby Myers has hands like glue. He's a number 1, number 2 kind of guy his whole career. What do y'all think about it?
Hey, I'm with Glad. I like what Gladstone said.
What's
his superpower? Yeah, he don't drop the ball. That was hilarious when he said that. And maybe he can teach some of the other receivers how to hold on to it.
Man, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes, that would be outstanding.
I saw somebody posted a video of him catching his routes in practice, and somebody said he's doing this weird thing where the ball doesn't touch the grass. Like, what is this sorcery?
What is this sorcery?
It's like so he's like, hopefully he can teach this sorcery to the other players on the team. Yeah, man. He's got a great. He doesn't drop the football. He doesn't. If it gets in 2 hands, he's coming down with it. He had a pretty good year so far. Pretty decent. No touchdowns, but he's up over 300 yards. He, in his career, has a perfect passer rating on completing 6 out of 7 passes for 3 touchdowns. He was a quarterback in high school. Played wide receiver in college in the NFL, so he's a little versatile. So we might be able to have a little trick play action with him back there now. And 95 catching stat in Madden. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. 6'2", 200 pounds. He's good. He's a big body receiver. He's a good, good target for Trevor, I think.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be so much fun whenever everybody sees him catching footballs and be like, oh wow, so it wasn't Trevor.
Exactly.
Oh, don't say that now. You're about to light the village on fire.
Well, somebody earlier was like, they were arguing about like, blah blah blah. Trevor sucks. Receivers hate playing for him, and I'm like, and then somebody was like, Christian Kirk had his best year ever under him in 2022.
Right.
And then some guy said something, and I was like, he said everybody underperformed with him. And I was like, he literally had 3 people come to the team and have their career best seasons with him. And he put in all caps, Mac Jones. And I said, Mac Jones wasn't even on the team yet, you bum. What are you talking about? And then he said some other BS about how they're, something. And I was like, just when I thought you couldn't get any dumber, here you are commenting again. So yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. I like it. I think it's a great pickup for us. I think it's going to really, it's going to do what it's supposed to, where it's going to help Trevor get somebody who can catch a ball down the field. Somebody he can put it high to in the red zone and see him come down with it for a touchdown. Guy who fights through tackles. Oh, geez, my goodness.
Right.
I'm excited for him.
Yeah, I'm excited myself, and he can help move the chains also, especially with Strange being out. Yeah,
Yes, he can.
He's just a taller Parker Washington. I like it. I mean, really.
Yeah.
He's got sharp, clean routes, fast, strong hands. He'll go up and get the ball.
All right, before we go any further,
Uh-oh.
we have to acknowledge something we said in preseason that came to fruition this past Sunday. Cam Little, NFL record, 68-yard field goal.
I was off by a week, but he did it. I said he would break it. I said he would break it before the bye week, but it was after, but he still did it. And that thing would have been good from 72. I'm excited to see him do that again from longer this season. And then Skip Bayless bitch ass talking about, oh, it's really not that bad because Aubrey's gonna break it tonight, so who cares? Blah blah blah. And then Aubrey missed it from 68. So shut your bitch ass up, Skip. I hate Skip Bayless. My goodness, I hate him. He's such a jackass.
Yeah, I can't say what I want to say because it's YouTube, and we will not get any views on this if I do. But some people, man, just son of a bitch. You can't fix it. You know what I mean? Ron White said it best. You can't fix stupid.
Yep.
You cannot fucking fix it. It is a terminal illness.
He has made his career off of being a polarizing figure. He has not made his career off of being great at takes for football and other sports.
Right.
I mean, that is what it is. He played sports, and then he got into commentary, and he has just been shit ever since. I don't know, man. I'm excited about it. I think Cam Little, I'm glad they stuck with him. We got to see him make history, and it's gonna be interesting to see if somebody beats it. If he beats it,
I actually think he will.
I do too. I think they're going to let him try again sometime this season.
Yeah.
Better. Why not? He made a 68, especially if we're up in a game or even if we're down in the game or going into halftime like that again. If we get another opportunity, just let him fucking kick it. I'd let him kick anything inside of 75 yards. I'd let him try it.
Yeah.
Same. And honestly, especially right before the half.
Yeah, like if it's going to end the half on that play, anything inside of 75 yards, I'm letting him try it.
Exactly. I agree. Long as he keep his confidence up. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Well, fuck confidence for a second. Let's go back. I want to go back to Jacoby Myers. So I was waiting for a second.
Okay.
Okay, so two things that need to be acknowledged. One, look at what he did to us, okay? And I'm not saying that he broke the game, but I'm saying there were clutch plays where he just got wide ass open off of a clean break. He's got good separation, and he brought the fucking ball in. That is something we have not been able to do all fucking year, except for Parker Washington. So I don't give a fuck what we gave for him, quite honestly. And look how many people were down. They knew we were desperate. Let's be real. We still didn't get fleeced, and they knew we were desperate.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You people have got to use your fucking brain if you got one. Because you guys would bitch if you got handed a gold egg.
We after that trade, this is post that trade, we still have a second, 3/3, a fourth, 2/5, and 2/5, 1/6, and 3 7th-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Duval TV. I saw that report. Eric asked me about that right before the show.
Well, that's the next thing I was going to bring up. That right there. That's perfect.
Yep.
So it was Jacoby's choice to come here, in case you guys didn't know that. So the Raiders presented both trades to him. Because they offered the Steelers not just wanted him, they offered the exact same trade as we did.
The same.
It was the exact same trade.
Mm-hmm.
Same pick. I mean, literally same rounds, everything. Okay. They told Jacoby they wanted to do right by him and let him choose where he went. He chose to be here. So for all you motherfuckers, oh, nobody wants to play for Trevor. That's a third person that chose to come here just to play with Trevor.
Yeah, you
Evan
can't
Ingram,
even.
Christian Kirk, actually Marvin Jones too.
Yep.
I mean,
you
so
can't even say, "Oh well, he's just coming here because he's going to play for the next guy." Well, there is no next guy because Jacoby's only here for a year. The rest of the year, if we don't re-sign him, and if we do re-sign him, Trevor's still going to be here. Even though all you idiots can't understand that we're not going to get rid of a guy that we owe $55 million a year starting next year. Because people on fucking Facebook are like, "Oh well, it's time to go." And some guy was like, "You really think they're gonna fire yet another coach for Trevor?" I was like, first of all, it's year one of a new regime. Nobody's getting fired. Okay,
Thank you.
Maybe the some defensive assistant or offensive assistant. Nobody's getting fired. Second of all, Trevor Lawrence isn't fucking going anywhere. We can't trade him.
I was about to say the no trade clause is the biggest thing here.
He has to come to them and say, "I am waiving my no trade clause. Trade me. I want to go somewhere else." And you know what we're going to get for him? Probably multiple first round picks.
Mm-hmm.
At least the first and the second. And then he's going to go play good somewhere else. And it's just funny that people want to act like they actually know what they're talking about, which they don't. And then they're going to say, and then this guy said, just how do you have such little comprehension of how things work? He doesn't have a no cut clause. Yeah, the $55 million a year is the no cut clause, retard. I don't use that word very often on here or on the on the internet, but that's ridiculous. That is some.
Not everyone has Sean Payton level hate for a quarterback. Okay. It was astronomical for them to cut Russell Wilson. What do you think it looks like to cut Trevor? Dude, again, he's a perfect example of two brain cells left. He's got one's missing and the other one's out looking for him. You know what I mean? Just dumb. But I will say this. I am kind of disappointed overall in the trade deadline, me personally. Do I think there were a couple players that we would have overgiven for? Sure, but those are the types of players that cement a deep playoff push because we have no pass rush at all. None. We are last in the league in sacks. We have no fucking pass rush. And there's gaping holes on us in the run game. Okay? We needed a Quinnen Williams, which don't get me wrong, I'm not saying his price was specific. I'm not saying him specific. We needed someone like him. There were multiple interior defensive linemen that were willing to be moved. The prices were a little high. But again, you got a season where you still have a solid chance at it. We're not going into the trade deadline like, we're building for next year. If you're looking at the trade deadline, you're like, we're building for next year, save your picks. But son of a bitch, bro, we got 3 third-rounders. 3 of them bitches. Hold on. Trevor Superman plays like Clark Kent for most of the game.
Clark Kent is a lady killer.
I was about to say Clark Kent's a dog. Right. First of all, he put the glasses on and be getting it. First of all, let's not shit on Clark Kent now.
Yeah, we gonna act like Clark Kent ain't banging the baddest baddie in Gotham or whatever. Metropolis. Who fucking cares, bro? DC sucks anyways. I don't care. But
yeah, we not finna act like he ain't beat Batman's ass. How about that?
Yeah, well.
All right.
Man, Clark Kent is him. He changes in a phone booth like that. Clark Kent's a dog. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. We love Clark Kent, man. But hey, I know I kind of get what you're saying, but at the same time, I think that's a skewed opinion. So Trevor's Superman, but he plays like Clark Kent most of the game. Is that Trevor trying to be patient and let the game come to him and then eventually realizes that nobody else on the fucking team is going to step up and then just starts doing it on his own? Because that's exactly what happened in the Raiders game.
Elaborate on that.
Okay, so he throws a boneheaded pick Still on him. That's on him. That's probably the second pick of the year that's actually on him.
Yeah, that was on him.
Okay?
That was.
That one's on him. It is. Now, watching it back, can I see how it happened? Absolutely. He didn't even see the guy. Still on him. Still on him. The lineman looking past him, he didn't even see the guy. It happens. That's a football play. Sucks to suck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rest of the fucking game. Hands, 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 hands. Hands. And he's getting destroyed off the edge. Walker Little is getting fucked up. Anton Harrison, fucked up.
Hmm.
He's still running for his life. The only reason we didn't give up 7 sacks this last game is not because of the offensive line. It's 100% because Trevor ran his ass off.
You know who I like seeing out there? Who I get a little mic'd up moment.
What's
Mr. LaQuint Allen Jr.,
Oh.
baby.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
Mr. LaQuint
Yeah.
Allen Jr., baby. I don't even know
who
who you are. I know who you are. I'll beat the shit out of you. Boy, I'll smoke you.
I'll smoke you, boy.
And then
yes.
early in the game, he's like, "Oh, you're gonna remember me?" And he's like, "Oh, you're a peon." He said, "Yeah, but you're gonna remember this peon." Well, he said something like that.
You
He's
gonna
like,
remember this peon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, dude, I like LaQuint Allen Jr. He's got that dog in him.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
right now, he meant that shit when he told him, "I'll smoke you." He meant
Yeah,
that. Shit.
he meant that.
That was real.
He really did.
Violence.
Hey, that was real. That was straight fucking. That was sheer violence. That guy is a fucking mighty mouse. All right, he is
Yes.
not bullshitting.
There's something wrong in his head, and that's what I like about him.
Absolutely something wrong. You say you see that man throw blocks on linebackers, boy. He's like, wow, I don't give a fuck about my health. Fuck y'all.
I'll tell you what, though, next season when he's about 220, you know, he gonna be playing fucking tough.
Hey, and that's the thing, man. That's why I kind of feel like hold on. He said I called him a bitch. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, you'll have that. You'll have that on them Raider jobs. But no, man, that's why I kind of feel a little disappointed in the trade deadline. We got guys that going into next year are going to be really good. They're already, but we're playing good now. You know what I mean? Like, we're playing really good overall. Like, look, and that's a grand scheme picture. Before y'all start, what I mean by really good is we're battling adversity. Okay, that's what matters, because really good is subjective. Because last year everybody said the Chiefs were one of the best teams, the worst winning teams in the league, and they still went to the fucking Super Bowl while you motherfuckers sat on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah,
Jacoby did say that.
That was a funny one. They say, you just played this team. How do you feel? He goes, it's kind of crazy because I was just talking crazy to some of these guys. Now I got to come in the locker room with them. Like, what'd you say?
He said, "What you mean by that?
Yeah.
what you mean by that?"
That is a weird feeling, I'm sure.
But regardless, though, you know, you look at it, the trade deadline. Like, am I glad that we didn't sell the farm for anybody? Yes, I am. But I feel like there were some moves that could have been made. Like, definitely a couple other things. And I'm also kind of upset that we are not on Asante Samuel's visit list. I'm upset by that.
I did see that.
I am upset by that. Now, look, does that mean that I'm going to sit here and say we 110% should sign Asante Samuel? No, I'm saying we 110% should at least have worked him out and seen where he's at, because we could use him.
Oh, yeah, he signed with Minnesota.
Yeah, I hate it. And I also wanted Evan Neal Duval. I wanted Evan Neal pretty good. So, I mean, there was a couple of people that I felt like went to teams for not that much that we could have done. And we just didn't feel like we did. Now, Jacoby, I'm happy with Jacoby. But
I understand what you're saying, Trevor, but as of right now, we have to trust Gladstone. And, you know, because so far he's done good. He's done good so far. So I think
you're right.
I think we do need to trust him a little bit, because I think he's looking at the bigger scheme as far as what teams are asking, what we want to give up, not what we have to give up. You understand what I'm saying?
That I agree with. I like being in control of it. We're not necessarily desperate or we have to sell the farm. Yeah, right. I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that. I just, again, it's like we said, though, it's like I said, I don't think we should have gave away the farm, but I've seen players go to teams for deals that we could have easily pulled off. And to me, it's like, okay, I'm glad we're not giving everything away, but we still have a season. We're 5-3.
Right.
The season is nowhere near over, and we need that kind of push right now. Like, we need it. We need an offensive lineman, something fierce. We need interior D line, and we need corner help. Okay, because we got our wide receiver thing. I believe we got that with Jacoby.
Right.
I mean,
Now,
Trevor did it with less to finish the game last week.
That's true. Well, it's not like we didn't go after Quentin Williams. It's not like we didn't actually go after him.
No, he just ended up being way too much. I understand that one. I do.
Okay.
I understand that one. But there were a couple of players, like, I didn't write them all down, and I should have. But there was a couple of players I saw. I'm like, okay, that's good. That's a good piece. That's a solid piece, and it wouldn't cost us an arm and a leg. That's a solid piece, and we didn't do nothing. Now again, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I just feel like there were a couple players I saw go some places that was like, yeah, we could
have. Yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
You know, but once
Travis
again,
Hunter got hurt dancing during practice. I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I saw that little thing right there. I'm like, yeah, no, that didn't happen like that. No, not at all. Not at all. But you know, I said the same thing, Trevor. You know, once the trading deadline was over, you know, there's some folk we could have went after, and then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, you have to trust Gladstone. He's done well so far, so he sees something. I'm sure he's working on something because he's always working on something apparently because the guy is moving things around. So I'm saying I'm gonna trust him with this decision. I really am. Yeah. Do we need help? You know, on the defensive line? Yeah, we do. But I'm not willing right now to sell the farm to get that help. I'm really not.
I'm gonna be completely honest. This is a hot take. This is gonna light some people on fire.
And has the production been there for some? No. But can the production get better? Yes. You know, Devin Lloyd is coming back, so that may help a little bit. So maybe he's looking at that part of it like, okay, you know, we got a lot of injuries, and if I bring in somebody, you know, is it going to be a short-term fix or is it going to be a long-term fix? And right now, and we always talking about this homegrown talent, you know. So once again, are we going to keep bringing in people just for a rental, or are we going to grow our own? So, and maybe it maybe be a scheme thing also.
I can see that.
Yeah. So it's a few ways to look at this, and I'm sure during the bye they really evaluated what we have compared to what was out there. And I'm kind of with Isaiah with the offensive line things. You know, minus Quentin Williams, there's really not going to be a plethora of top-notch defensive linemen going to be available for trade anyway without selling the farm. So I think he may have made the right decision, just staying put and seeing if we can make some things work.
You know something I would have done just to see if they'd be willing. Not saying I'd send the trade through, but it just feel it out. I'd have called them motherfuckers up. Hey man, we want Quentin. We'll send you Josh Allen. You give us him and you give us Quentin in a second.
That's a mistake.
Hey, no, I'm not saying that you send the trade. Hold on, just hear me out. Because you know how the trade rumors went around BTJ, and it gets out. The shit gets out. Something's got to fucking happen to wake this motherfucker up, bro. Because this dude is not doing a fuck thing. And I don't care to hear this bullshit. Oh, it's because Trayvon's not there. If Trayvon's what makes him a good player, then he's not a good player. Okay? So here's what I'm going to say. We pay that man like a top defensive end in the league. And do I think he's still that guy? Yeah, he is that guy. But he needs to start fucking playing like it because he damn sure ain't doing it. I don't care about all these fake-ass pressures because it don't seem to matter against none of these quarterbacks. They're still slicing our ass up because they got all day to throw. And he's getting held up by some no-name ass left tackles too. Not every game, but most games he's getting nullified by nobodies. I mean, come on, bro. Somebody's got to light something. Somebody's got to do something.
Well,
Let me jam.
I think I said on the last show that Josh Hines Allen, they got him all these pressures, but honestly, these pressures need to turn into sacks. They really do, because it's really not affecting. Or you get your hand on the quarterback and he breaks away. That's not helping us at all defensively.
Nope.
So yeah, because I watched the Raiders game. We blitzed a lot during the Raiders game. Unfortunately, where we blitzed at, we ran right into the offensive lineman. Basically, we really didn't take our time and blitz correctly.
Well, not even just that. It's because our defensive line isn't getting a push. Your defensive line gets that first initial push. They win the initial push that creates the gap for the blitzer in the A gap or the B gap or off the edge. They're not winning.
Well, right.
They're just getting beat all across the line. They're getting beat. You know what I mean? Like it's on Geno Smith is the only reason we won that game. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's completely on Geno Smith. If he rips that fucking ball as soon as he sees the seam, it's over. He hesitates, and that gives Devon the chance to get up there and smack it down. Great play by Devon, but that's Geno. That's a Geno error. So again,
thank you, Geno.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Geno. But
yeah, that's right, Duval TV. That's a good point, also. But that's neither here nor there at this time. We won.
Yeah, if he doesn't throw the pick, but also, I mean, fuck, if there's a few plays in that game that if we could just figure out how to cover fucking Brock Bowers. And look, man, some of the routes, don't get me wrong. Brock Bowers just destroyed us, okay? Because he is fucking good. He is no doubt. I in my opinion, he's the best tight end in the league now. I don't care. I'll say it 100%. Motherfucker, one hand caught that bitch on the side, brought it in, and still maintained control. He's fucking good. Okay? But there were plenty of plays. He ain't do nothing fucking special. No one just paid attention. How are you not paying attention to the best fucking player on the field? It's the same shit that used to happen to us when we played the Chiefs. Travis Kelce just running into a little fucking pocket.
But hasn't that been no matter who's running the defense, that's been the Achilles heel, the tight end?
I'm saying
that has been it. In last year, Chicago, commit. We made him look like an all-pro.
Well, hold on. Now we're getting in the we're going to hammer in on the interception. All right, let's talk about it. Okay. So, you got a guy that at first now, all right. If Diami stays facing him, the ball hits him in the chest if Trevor doesn't, like if the guy in the middle is not there. What I think happened is he's behind the left tackle and he rips it over top of him. I don't think he saw Buddy in the center. So, like you just said, Duval, it's a split second thing. You got a split second to throw the ball. It happens. But if we're going to talk about Trevor in year 5 making picks that, sometimes you just can't have those. I mean, then no quarterback in the league should throw picks ever.
The quarterback with the most interceptions in the red zone in the league since Trevor entered in 2021 is Patrick Mahomes, by the way. Trevor is number 5.
100%. Just
So if Trevor can't make that in year 5, what's your excuse for Mahomes?
I was just about to say, because you got you got to understand, like, they got to rip the ball. Do you want him to be gun shy or do you want him to sling it? You know what I'm saying? And when we look at Trevor's turnover count for the year, let's go through. Let's talk about how many of them are actually a Trevor problem.
Yeah, no fumbles either.
Right. He caught 4 passes against Denver. We just can't cover tight end unless it's Travis Hunter. You're right. See, but that's the problem. That's the problem, though. Why is that the case? We've got all-pro caliber linebackers. I do truly believe that. Devin Lloyd's been – or not Devin Lloyd, but Foyer's been snubbed too many times. I mean, dude, we've got 2 linebackers that have proven they can play some damn good football. Play coverage. They can stop and run. Like, why the fuck is it that we need to put a full-time DB on a fucking tight end, man-to-man, and hope for that to be the best? Because that's not supposed to be how it works, bro. But for some reason it is for us. Like, and it's always that way. Now, he did. You're right. He did only catch 4 passes against Denver. But let's be real, though. That whole game was an offensive shit show for both teams. That game was disgustingly bad.
That game was you can't. That's being too nice. That's what kind of game that was.
That shit was terrible. Okay,
Hmm.
but again, you know, every team plays differently because we're not going to sit here and say the Broncos are a bad team, though. You can't, because again, it's just like today in our group chat, Jeff was talking about they've got to be the worst. Blah 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 blah. 2 teams. What about Daniel Jones throwing like 5 interceptions the other day, bro? People would say the same shit about you. If you guys don't run the ball, y'all are a fraudulent team too. There are going to be games where shit doesn't work, but the fact of the matter is, can you beat the adversity and win the game? That's what wins you. That's what makes you a good team in the NFL. Is when the plan that you had doesn't work and it has to go out the window. Do you adjust and win the game anyway? That's what makes you a good team. Because that's what we just saw happen to the Colts the other night. The Steelers put belt to ass because your original plan didn't work and you stopped going with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why the Steelers put belt to ass on y'all. And y'all did. And I mean, look, I'm going to tell you right now. I am of the personal opinion that the season still has a lot of bumps yet to go for the Colts because they played the easiest fucking schedule to start the year. But I'm not saying that they're not good. I mean, they're still good. They're making damn good football plays. They got a good offense. They're scoring. But, I mean, fuck. When you face a real defense, look what happened to you. I mean, and the Broncos, to be a fraudulent team, went into Philadelphia and came out with a win. The Colts are not doing that. They're not doing it. You couldn't walk out of Pittsburgh with a win. You damn sure ain't walking into Philadelphia and walking out with a win. So before we start throwing this whole, you know, we need this person to play better, and clearly Brock Bowers isn't that good. He only did this against the Broncos. Like, none of that matters. Every week is a new week in the NFL, bro. What you did last week no longer matters. It does not matter anymore. So when we look at what's going on, like say for instance, he just mentioned the Chiefs, right? Shit, the Chiefs went on a run for like 4 weeks after us. People thought they were the best team in the league again. It's any given night. It is. It's any given night. But I'll be damned if we don't go out there, even when we're tripping out of our own self. Jags schedule way easier than Colts the rest of the season. Yeah, it is. Thank God. Because we had a fucking gauntlet to start. I mean, let's just be real. But anyway, it's all, God damn it, Robert just made me laugh.
Tanning.
Damn, Robert, you ain't shit, man. That was fun. No,
Lord have mercy.
You're right. Colts had a chance against the Rams. We didn't. Nope, you're right. That's true, but they almost lost to the Cardinals, too. They held the fuck out of Trey McBride in the end zone. But, I mean, if it was a fifth, we'd be drunk, wouldn't we?
And you know what, Devin? I agree with that. And we've been saying that all year. When we run the ball, Trevor it helps him get more comfortable in the game, and he does become a better quarterback because it's not all on him then. He doesn't have to be Superman.
I like when we let Trevor run the ball.
I like that too. I really do. Because it keeps the defense even more honest, very honest, you know.
Rams defense was also hurt during the Colts game. Yeah, they were. They were banged up pretty bad. And also, let's not act like against the Rams, Matt Stafford was not fucking dealing, bro. Let's just stop. That's one thing I will say. That's when everybody want to talk about, oh, y'all got blown out by the Rams. Okay, but the Rams lost to a team that we beat. So it doesn't matter. Like, that's my point. It does not fucking matter. None of that shit matters. What matters is what team showed up that Sunday to play you. And I'll be damned if that week in London, Matt Stafford didn't show the fuck out.
And not like we didn't help him playing that soft zone anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, and we did a lot to beat ourselves, and that's not an excuse. We lost that game.
Yeah.
But like, say, for instance, against this Raiders team. This Raiders team, that defensive line is nasty. First of all. Let's stop discrediting that just because their offense is usually subpar. let's not discredit the fact that defensive line is fucking nasty. It just is. Okay. We found a way to run the ball and throw the ball and win the game with our third, fourth, and fifth string wide receivers.
Yes. And even Tim Jones got in on it. Yes, even Tim Jones got in on it.
I mean, I'm just saying. So,
yes.
Again, that's what makes you a good team is even when shit goes wrong, and I mean really fucking wrong, can you find a way to win? And that's what we do. That's what we've been doing. That's why we have a 5-3 record.
Let's be honest. This is not a team that's going to blow anybody out, really, because they just not built that way right now. Because of sometimes because of the mistakes, but it is a gritty team. They don't give up. They keep fighting, and that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask. You won't see any quit in them. In other words, what I'm trying to say, and that's all you can ask for. And like you said, Trevor, any given Sunday. I
mean, for real. And Rams outcoached us to 13 points. Stafford gave a clinic. Yeah, and to be fair, that's kind of to be expected, though. I mean, our head coach's mentor is who he was playing. It never goes well when you go back to try to beat Mr. Miyagi. Shit don't ever go well. When the master becomes the student, that takes time.
Right.
But I will say, though, I mean, bro. And again, we can't even look at that game subjectively anyway. We gave up 7 fucking sacks. Come on, bro. Like, what are we even talking about?
Not 6, but 7.
I mean, second half, the defense allowed almost nothing until the very end. We just couldn't have stood in the pocket for a quarter of a second to throw the fucking ball. So I mean, again, flush that shit. It's over with. That shit gone. Done.
Yeah. Hey, we beat the Raiders. Regardless, we won the game. We beat the Raiders, won the game.
And we won it in overtime. A game that we would have traditionally lost. Just being honest. A game that we would have traditionally lost, and it wouldn't have even been fun.
Facts. That is facts. Because traditionally we don't play well on the West Coast, and then the Raiders, they always play us tough anyway.
Bro, they always play us hard as fuck.
Always.
And the Chiefs, those motherfuckers will look like Super Bowl contenders when they play us. The Chiefs will tell you the same thing, though. Does that make the Chiefs a bad team? Is that what we're going to say now? We're going to say the Chiefs are bad? No. Ain't nobody going to say that shit. So I think it's just double-sided storylines, man. People are wishy-washy. They're back and forth. They're hypocritical. And they just don't know what they want, man. I mean, you got Trevor that's literally he's dealing, bro. Like he's putting the ball in spots. And I just say too, fuck that announcing cast from that game. Those motherfuckers were so bad. The most biased ass, dick riding ass motherfuckers I've ever heard on live television.
Boy, they were riding hard, weren't they?
Straight up. I remember one thing specifically. Trevor throws a screen pass to ETN, and it's placed where ETN can run into it and get some ahead of steam and get moving, right?
Right.
And motherfucking next fucking he says that's a bad ball placement by Trevor. You just got to be better. Blah blah blah. Next drive, Gino does the same shit, but except for his running back actually held on to the motherfucker, and he was like, "See, that's a beautiful ball placement. That's what you got to do to get your running back a little bit ahead of steam." I was like, "Man, shut your dumb ass up, man. Shut up. Shut up. Put the fries in the bag, bitch. You are terrible at this."
Oh.
Team is in the run. I was at the Chiefs
Mark
game.
Slayer.
Awesome. Got a lot of work to do, though. OT with Raiders. Ouch. A win is a win. No, you're right. I agree. I was also at the Chiefs game. It was amazing. The OT win with the Raiders. Hey, look, man. Like I said, it's any given Sunday. And they got 2 of their best playmakers back. They're not as bad as their record reflects. Okay? They're not. Now, does that mean they're a great team? No, that doesn't mean they're a great team, but they're not as bad as their record reflects. They've got a great young superstar running back. They've got the best tight end in the fucking league. They got one of the best defensive ends in the league. They have Trey Tucker, who's fast as shit. They had Jacoby Myers. I mean, they have talent, man. They really do. They really do. They've got talent. They got potential to do some shit. So this whole narrative that, oh, they're just a bad team. Y'all got to stop looking at just a record thing, because that's like last year, man. Everybody was like, it's a Trevor problem. The team's losing. It was anything but a Trevor problem. He wasn't even fucking on the field, bro. Like, you either got to decide, are you a fan of football or are you a fan of records? Because I don't think you can be both. Truthfully, I don't think you can. Because if you care more about the numbers that go under your team's name right there at the scorecard at the bottom of your screen, you care more about that than you do what actually went into getting that and what makes you a good, fundamentally sound football team and what makes you capable of pulling those wins out, even when the shit sucks. You're a fan of records. You're not a fan of football, in my opinion. I think you're just a fan of what looks and sounds good. You're the type of people that think a win is a quarterback stat. It is not. It is not.
Right.
Is that how the world likes to judge quarterbacks? Sure. And I think that's bullshit. I think that's why, like, again, I think it's crazy, like the hypocrisy, right? People will tell you that Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback, but his win record tells you otherwise. Motherfucker hasn't really lost much since he's been in the league, but you motherfuckers will still sit here and say he can't throw, he can't this, he's a bad quarterback. Like, y'all make up a narrative to fit every situation. You have there's no set standard. No set standard. So that wouldn't mean that everything's got to be on a case-by-case basis. And then it goes back to what we talked about last episode where I said you can't evaluate a quarterback before you evaluate the offensive line. You can't. Not a Trevor problem, discipline problem, catch the ball, avoid pre-snap problems, and all. You're absolutely right. See, that statement right there. Discipline problem. Catch the ball, avoid pre-snap problems. Perfect. Couldn't have said it better myself. Jacoby Myers had fewer drops over his career than the Jaguars have in 2025 season. Myers has 11 career in 98 games. The Jaguars have 19 this season alone. Yeah, that's a problem. Not for us now because we got Jacoby, but it's a problem that one individual player has less career drops than a team does all year. Like, and we're only week 9 now.
Yeah. But the bottom line is we got a win coming out of Las Vegas. Hey, moved us to 5-3. Now this week we got Houston on the table. Yes, and we got a chance to sweep them. So
I think we actually have a really solid chance to sweep them. Not just because, like, normally we split with them, just because they're fucking good. You know what I mean? They're good. They're good. They're a good team. It's just that simple. Okay.
Right.
But even when they're not, they always play us fucking hard as fuck for some reason, and we always split with them. But regardless, I don't think that's what happens. I think Davis Mills playing is going to make a difference.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, I don't know. I'd rather play C.J. Stroud because for some reason, when we play against backup quarterbacks that have been in the system for a long time, we have a problem. For some reason, we do. We have a problem against backup quarterbacks. I don't know what it is, if we just can't figure out the tendencies or what, but usually we have a problem. Now, Davis Mills, is he capable? Hell yeah, he's capable. He's been in the system for, seems like forever. Yeah, the whole time. So it's not like he doesn't know the offense. Yeah, he may run a scout team, what have you, but you know, you can't take this team lightly because Davis Mills is starting. You can't.
Nope.
You know, and I'm sure this is being emphasized with the Jaguars. You know,
nah, they suck. Fuck David. No, I was kidding.
You know, do they have a lot of injuries? Hell yeah, but so do we. But
yes, we do.
Yeah,
both teams are beat the fuck up. So
yeah, but I worry more about their defense than the offense. I really do right now because that defense is it's an elite defense. I don't care. You may not like them, but that defense is elite. Now, with the game they played in Jacksonville, where we all was there, we saw drop passes made that game closer than it should have been. It really did. So I'm hoping Jacoby, some of his superpowers will rub off on the rest of our receivers, which Parker Washington has been playing well lately. He really has. So, and if
Yes,
they
he
can
has.
catch the ball, I think we could be all right. We'll be all right. What we have to run the ball. If we run the ball like we did the last overtime against the Raiders, hey, we'll control the clock, control the game, and we win. Just that simple. That's the way I see it anyway.
That's one thing I think I want some more clarity on from Liam and them. So I wonder if it I'm never gonna say that I disagree with Trevor checking us out of a run play because I'm not standing there. I'm not reading it the same way he's reading it.
Right.
That's playing Monday morning quarterback, and that's fucked up. So I want to know, though, are we just because it seems to keep happening. So are we just not scheming up new runs to create a better look pre-snap? Or are we I don't know. Is it designed to be more of a pass first run, almost the same? You know what I mean? We have very balanced drives here lately. We do. I remember the first drive, it was balanced, perfect. Play for play, one run, one pass.
I think part of the problem is we get them pre-snap penalties, and it kind of throws everything off to where we have to change it, to a pass happy offense.
That's why I say, sticks.
Yeah, we get behind the sticks early, and that throws the whole thing off. So I think if we stay ahead of the sticks, we will see a more balanced offense. That's just my take on it. Of course, Trevor see things on the field like the pass against Houston. He hit BTJ on. Sometimes it's there. We just have to execute. I.e. catch the freaking ball. You know what I'm saying? Catch the freaking ball.
Uh-huh.
I mean, how many passes we sit in the stands and say, really? Did you just drop that? Did you just really drop that? So that makes a difference. It really does.
I agree.
That's just the way I'm looking at it. Even though Houston has elite defense, they're not impenetrable. They aren't. Petrie is going to be out this game. I think Petrie is one of the best defensive players they have, especially against the run.
I agree.
So Petrie is out this game. So that should help us running the ball also. Jacoby used to be a quarterback, so picking up the offense should be easier. Yeah. Well, he also Edgar Bennett. He has some familiarity with Edgar Bennett, so that should help.
Mm-hmm.
That should help. Because in a lot of offenses, the plays are the same. They're just called different things sometimes. So if he can just get him to relate to some of the basic plays and routes,
yeah, he's gonna be all right.
He'll be all right. Yeah, he'll be all right. Hey, the big man running late. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, he said that he got held up at work, so I don't think he's gonna make it.
Dang it!
Fuck the Texans.
Yeah,
fuck them.
But yeah, of course, who the Texans have? Nico Collins.
Bum.
Kirk could be probably in play.
Bum.
Right? Bum. Then they got Noel and what's the other young receivers they have? So
Jalen Noel and what's his name?
Yes.
Yeah, that
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, now the only problem is we play that soft zone, which gives up a lot of yardage in between. Okay. Yeah. Now Houston has a problem scoring in the red zone. That's been all year.
Scoring.
So that may work in our favor. However, we cannot continue to give up big plays across the middle like we've been doing. especially the Schultz, they tight end. We have to figure out a way to shut the tight end down, or Schultz is going to have another big day. He's not Brock Bowers. He's not Brock Bowers, but that still he's still capable.
That's made me think of something. That's something that I wish we would have done at the fucking deadline. God damn it, we need a fucking tight end. We got one left.
Well, they were calling about Musgrave, I think it was, but then Tucker Kraft got hurt, so that shut that down.
Yeah. But you know what? I did like when we went jumbo, though. I did like that. I did like that. That's when our running game really got going. Also, we went jumbo. What happened with Jordan Atkins at tight end getting some reps Sunday? Who? Jordan Atkins.
Who are you talking about?
We got a Jordan Atkins.
We don't have a Jordan Atkins.
I didn't think so. Interesting.
I don't even know who.
Hey, wait a minute, Robert.
We don't have any Jordans on the team.
Ventrell Miller slander will not be tolerated. He is not the one that was giving up all that shit to Bowers the whole damn time. Everybody was giving up shit to Bowers.
Yeah, well, Bowers not a slouch, man. Just gonna call it what it is. Bowers is not a slouch. Did we give up a lot of unnecessary yardage to him? Yeah, but Bowers is not a slouch. Now, Vontrell, he's more of a run stopper, you ask me. Yeah. He's really not good in coverage. He really isn't. But now it comes stopping the run or hitting that hole. He'll do that for you. But he's not a coverage linebacker. He's not a coverage linebacker.
You ain't spinning it right up the gap on him.
No. And let's remember, Devin Lloyd last couple of years wasn't that great in coverage either till this year for some reason. I don't know what clicked and turned on for him. But remember, we're saying the same thing about him last year. Let's get rid of him. So, yeah,
I know what clicked for him. It was that let's get rid of him.
Hey, you can say the same thing about Travis Etienne. Remember?
I don't know. No, I ain't never been on that train though.
Because Tootin and them came in, they was talking about trading him and what have you. The rumors about trading him, and all of a sudden, that light came on for Travis Etienne. Now he's the beast that we thought he was. So, yeah. So
I think he just finally got healthy. Personally.
Yeah.
I think that's what clicked for ETN. Because, last year, bro, not only were the lanes fucking terrible, but he was hurt.
Right.
So, I personally, that's what I think that was.
You know what worries me more than anything right now? What's going on with our kick coverage? What is going on?
No, I'll tell you what's going on with the damn kick coverage. We kick it to the opposite side of the fucking field, so we create a 50-yard fucking lane on the one side. What the fuck are we doing?
Also, too, tackling has been piss poor. They've just been throwing arms out there.
Fucking alligator arming motherfuckers.
Houston, that kid Noel, he's a pretty decent returner. He's had some decent returns this year.
Yeah, so, but fuck, man. What pissed me off, this is what really pissed me off, right? So you tried the fucking shit kicking it to the right side. You tried it, okay?
Right.
You tried it. Clearly, that is not a good fucking idea. They took that bitch to the 50 the first time. What are we doing overtime? Kick it right fucking back to the same goddamn spot.
I said the same thing. Why are we kicking it over there?
I said, come the fuck on, bro. What the fuck?
Right. Right.
The fuck out of here, man. Damn. And I'll be damned if Logan Cook ain't try to fuck up that game-winning or that record-breaking field goal, though. You see the fucking hold, man?
Yeah, actually,
he saved it. He saved it.
Yeah,
he saved it, but
no, the snap was low. The snap was low.
No, it was Logan's fault.
The snap was low.
Yeah.
He actually saved it.
He did flip that bitch and said,
"No, Logan Cook's the reason Cam Little made that field goal." He said, "I'm gonna kick it hard." He said, "You kick that ball hard, boy." And then Cam Little fucking nailed it.
That shit.
As Pat McAfee said, that big country son of a bitch can kick a damn football.
Yeah.
That was funny watching that Pat McAfee show. They were talking to Cam Little on there, and They're like, like you're not a very big guy. Like your leg speed must be crazy. like, yeah, that's what I worked on. And he's a funny dude.
Hey, while you're playing, Cam may come be asked to kick another winner come Sunday. So,
like I said, man, if it will end the game, anything inside of 75 yards, I'm letting him kick it.
100%.
Like if time will run out on the half, time will run out on the game. When he kicks it, anything inside of 75 yards, I'm letting him go for it.
I agree. I think he should be allowed to pull the trigger whenever he fucking wants to, personally.
Yeah.
And if you want to be honest, I kind of have a suspicion that that's what fucking shook his confidence to begin with. He goes out, he hits a fucking 70-yarder, and then before he started actually shanking stuff, I mean, after he started shanking stuff, I get it, but, before he starts shanking shit, we're fucking punting it on the fucking 50. What are we doing, bro? Send that motherfucker. Let it ride. But there's an opposite way. Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. Let that motherfucker ride.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We should have sent that motherfucker. Moon Man. Lunar mission.
Our snapper on the field goal was skipping rocks.
Yeah, he was. I do want to know what happened to Logan and his punts this year, though. They've been kind of bad. I mean, he had a couple good ones, but
no, he's still been putting fine. He's averaging 48 right now. I mean, he's still top of the league.
It's not the yardage. It's the placement. It used to be like he could coffin corner that motherfucker pretty damn good. Like he put him inside the 5. Now it seems like every time we need that, it goes into the fucking end zone or it goes out at the 25.
I mean, I think you just answered your own question there. I mean, we've been kicking from the 50. I mean, it's kind of hard to, when you're averaging 48 yards a punt and we're kicking past the 50-yard line, it's kind of hard to coffin corner it. It's either going to go short or it's going to go into the end zone. So it's kind of a
what I'm saying is, okay, so say we're right at the 50-yard line. He can punt it to the end zone. I know that. I'm saying he used to be pretty good at, like, maybe even if he just put it out at the 10, you know what I mean? Maybe the 5 to the 10, even the 15. That motherfucker will still go out at like the 25 and up.
Well, I think what you're not understanding about what I'm saying, though, is like he's not used to kicking on the other side of the 50 because whenever we had Doug Peterson, we were going from our own 20, even if it was early in the game and we were up. Like we never really let him punt on that side of the field, so like it's just not something he's used to doing. But also too, I mean, it is kind of hard whenever you have a big leg like his. It's hard when you're on that side of the 50 to actually like place it somewhere like that because it either goes out too early or it bounces too late.
Too late. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like he only kicked from the other side of the 50 and from deep last year and the year before, rather than on their side of the 50. Because we also let McManus miss a lot of field goals when he was here.
We did.
But yeah, I think that's probably part of it. But also too, I mean, it's just, it's kind of, I don't know, it's always tough kicking from there. But I get you. I've seen a couple punts this year. I'm like, I don't know, but I still think I've also seen a lot of other punts that I'm like, that's Logan motherfucking Cook right there.
No, yeah, he's definitely still got those punts where you're just like, yeah, he's him. Yeah, but I don't know. I felt like this year I'm noticing more of the ones where it's like, you definitely had an opportunity to pin him there. Definitely had an opportunity to pin him there, and no matter what the reason is, I guess. But it's like, yeah, I know you got the fucking leg for it. So it's like, I know you're good for it. I know you can. So definitely stands out when, like, we're punting from their side of the field, but maybe like on the 40, 48, 47, and we're still putting the ball out of bounds at the 25. Like, dog, that's bad. We don't fuck with that. That's bad. So who knows? I think that's all I got, man. I think going into Houston, there's not really even too much to say about this game, man. We're both beat up squads. If our offensive line shows up, we're going to win the game because their offensive line is bad. I don't think I guess it depends on the run game too. Run game's got to show up. Offensive line and the run game have to show up.
Yeah,
because our receiving core, we have no idea what we're going to get Sunday.
I don't expect it to be a high-scoring game at all.
I don't either.
Yeah, not at all.
I think Jacksonville's going to score 30 on them.
I would love that.
Jacoby Myers it's Jacoby Myers' birthday for his first game. He about to have 2-3 touchdowns.
Oh, phone
Man.
it. No, I'm just kidding.
Shit.
I would love that. I really would.
Me too.
But
Make
I
it
think
come
the
true,
score is going to
Jacksonville.
be, yeah, I think the score is going to be more like it was in Jacksonville, 17-10, which we're going to be on top, of course.
Yeah.
You know, Texas best D in the NFL. Yeah, statistically, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they got the statistics. I just feel like the Pittsburgh
Statistically,
defense
yeah.
is play-wise better.
We still gonna beat them though. We
You know.
still gonna beat them. We done beat them once. We gonna beat them again.
I mean, let's be honest. It's still, they're not impenetrable. You know, we moved the ball on them when they came to Jacksonville, so they get the injuries also. So what makes you think we won't be able to move this? Oh yeah, we're gonna move the ball.
Oh yeah.
We've moved the ball on everybody. That's the thing. There hasn't been a team that we didn't move the ball on.
Right. We just commit dumb pre-snap penalties that stop drives.
And sometimes we get
They
some
put us behind
imaginary
the
penalties.
Oh man, that penalty. Who they called it on? The roughing.
They called
penalty?
false start on Trevor. Thought that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, that was a false start though.
He was moving,
crazy.
He was moving towards the center.
Yeah, that was a false start.
I mean, technically,
yeah.
He's the only player that can move.
No, you can't move towards
Not
the
like
center.
that. Yeah.
That's the only direction you can't move, basically.
Nah,
Which one are you talking about, Eric?
They called a penalty on somebody on the sideline. I forgot who it was.
Sideline.
Yeah, he picked up and he kind of dropped him, but he didn't.
Oh,
Really...
Ventrell. They called
Ventrell.
They called him for the suplex.
Yeah.
Which was some bullshit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That was some hoe ass shit. You got to tackle a motherfucker,
on the defense. Playing defense.
Huh?
What's I said penalty on the defense for playing defense?
For playing defense. Right.
Oh, stupid.
I mean, it wasn't an egregious slam, he just basically laid him down, but it depends on the crew you have. It would come down to whose offense can do the most against whose defense. It comes down to making a play. Yeah. And we know Houston hasn't been making the plays in the red zone.
Yeah,
that's all season long.
Their red zone offense is terrible.
Yes, it sucks. If as Curtis would say, if they're not shooting a 3-pointer from outside the 20, they're not making it.
We should just put our entire defense on like the 15-yard line and just let them come to us and then tackle them inside the 20, and then it's over. We're good.
Davis Mills not the biggest threat to run as CJ was, so that's one element we really don't have to pay attention to.
Davis Mills,
well, we do, but
Davis Mills is more athletic than people give him credit for, but he's not going to kill you with his legs.
Right, exactly. So
that motherfucker about to run for 50.
50's not even that much.
Yeah, it depends on when he runs for those 50, though. That's the catch.
That's the kicker.
That's the catch. Jessup has been exposed by tight end play this year. Well, I said that. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, you got here a little late for that, but no, we talked about that. I mean, Dalton Schultz is overrated. I don't care what anybody says, he sucks. But
yeah, he's really not that fucking good.
Yeah, but we have made tight ends look great. Yeah, Devin to be back.
I think with Devin Lloyd being back, I'm not scared of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if Devin Lloyd wasn't playing, okay, yeah,
Devin Lloyd being back, yeah, I like
Devin Lloyd being back. I'm pretty happy about that. I like, Devin Lloyd's been good in coverage this year. I don't think Schultz is athletic enough to just decimate him. As long as Lloyd's 100%, I'm not really that worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Lloyd said he's good to go.
Say, knowing Matthew Wright, they won't kick past the 50.
Yeah, Matthew Wright sucks.
Yeah.
We would know.
Yeah. Right.
Don't ask how we know. But we would.
Matthew Wright. More like Matthew Wrong.
Here we go.
Son of a bitch.
That's all I've got.
Here we go.
That's all I've got. Well, I'm just ready to watch some football. I got a busy weekend ahead of me. Ready to watch some football, hang out.
Yeah.
If I even get the chance to, we'll see.
Say y'all going to the game. No, I won't be going to it this year. Usually I go to the one when they come to Houston, but I won't be attending this year.
Trevor
Yeah.
Walker needs a big game this week. If he can throw a punch, he can sack a QB.
Agreed.
Yeah, that was an unfairly refereed game, but we won't get into that right now, considering Devin White about knocked the helmet off one of our players and got away with it. But, well,
Oh
boys.
no, hold on. It's open palm now. That's the
good.
difference. It's open palm.
Still an illegal hands to the face or an unnecessary roughness either way, but, whatever. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on as always. Sad we couldn't get the big C on here. Big Papa C, but that'll be all right. We'll get him some other time. And thanks for coming on again. Go Jags. Fuck the Texans. Texans hate week. Fuck the Colts. It's always Colts hate week. Fuck the Titans. It's always Titans hate week. And fuck the Raiders too.
No, I'm gonna say thank you, Raiders.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Kobe Myers.
Thank you, Raiders.
Thank you,
fuck
Raiders.
fuck the announcers, I should say. Fuck those.
There you go. There you
Fuck
go.
that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck the Colts twice.
That guy went home and did the nasty with his Brock Bowers body pillow after that game. So
I was convinced that he thought they were going to sleep with him. Him and Max Crosby. I thought he thought.
all right, boys. Let's end it there. Go Jags.